Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented to you by Grand Lake Health. We are at Russia High School to bring you high school volleyball action, where the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Play Gym, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, and Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and AC. Welcome everyone here for watching us. We are here at the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium at Russia High School. I'm Brandon Coverman along with Matt Everidge. And Matt, we got a real good battle of the blue and gold tonight between the 15th state-ranked Lehman Catholic Cavaliers and a Russia team on a 3-game win streak right now.
Yeah, Russia coming in 4-1 in conference play, 5-6 total. Aaron Watkins comes in with a team that looks like they're going to be freshman, sophomore led. So young team on the up and coming. On the flip side, Lehman Catholic coming in 4-0 in conference play, 8-3 overall. And Coach Dan Meyer looking to continue on the winning trend.
Yeah, Coach Carolyn Danmeyer taking over for longtime head coach Greg Snipes. And we'll have the action here for you here after commercial break here on NKTelco Sports, brought to you by Grand Lake Health.
Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Back here at the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium at Russia High School for this battle of the blue and gold between the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers and the Russia Raiders. Should be a good matchup. This is a rematch of last year's, or actually a few years ago, district finals in 2016 that the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers also, that they won. And here's the starting lineup for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Number 8, Olivia Lucia. Number 14, Abby Shutt. Number 20, Lauren McFarland. Number 21, freshman Caroline Wessner. Number 22, junior Reese Geisey. Number 26, Abby Haller. And the libero is number 1, Piper Sharkins. And now for the Russia Raiders on the home side of the scoreboard here. Coming up, winning 3 games in a row, looking to get to 500 here. Here's the lineup for Coach Watkins' squad. It'll look as followed: Ashley Scott, Simone Putoff, Kate Sherman, Cece Borchers, Maya Manin, Jessica York, and Kendall Manin will be the libero. And Simone Putoff, Maya Manin, and as well as Cece Borchers and Kate Sherman, all freshmen in the lineup, so very young. And Ava Daniel, who has seen significant playing time, only a sophomore. So it's going to be a good battle. Matt, what's our keys to the game tonight, presented to you by Keyhole Pizza?
All right, keys to the game. We'll start out with the Cavaliers of Lehman. They need to have good communication on the court, and they need to limit their mistakes and on the serve receive. On the flip side of that, for the Raiders of Russia, they need to speed up their offense, score quickly, get out to a quick lead, and then they need to limit the unforced errors. Basically, get the ball in play when you're serving.
Yeah, and I did the Roosh game the other night against Houston. 3-set victory for them. They're up to 4-1 in league play. So only one non-conference victory for them, and that was on actually the opening weekend against Covington. This could be a potential rematch here in tournament. We're going to have these two teams are going to be very highly seeded. Rooshie looking to try to seek their third consecutive regional appearance. And then we see a new face on the sideline for the Lehman Cavaliers, Coach Carolyn Danmeyer, taking over for longtime head coach Craig Snipes. Won a couple state titles over there for the blue and gold. So really a new turning point here in Lehman, and Coach Danmeyer's got her team off to a good start. When I talked to her in the pregame, she talked about how they battled state-ranked #1 St. Henry to a 4-set match. She had a very positive outlook on that match.
And through all the AAU volleyballs and just anything out there, these kids, they know each other. It's not like this is the first time they're getting together. Even the freshmen, they've been playing against each other since 6th, 7th grade. So very much know what they're going up against here.
And McFarland will go back into service. And we are underway here at the Clare. We'll go outside. It'll just be picked up by the Cavaliers. And right away, a long hit there by Lucia, trying to go to their main cog there.
Lehman starts out with the lead.
There's a correction there, long ball on Lehman's to Raider point. And that set goes to Lucia again, picked up by the Raiders. Back, picked up again by the Cavaliers. They go to Lucia again, and she'll get it down. And we're tied here at 1 on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard.
A lot of good local volleyball going on. I believe St. Henry played
New Bremen.
New Bremen,
yep.
#1, #2 in the state.
Did you see the crowd they had there? Wow, it was amazing.
I was fortunate enough to call the St. Henry Coldwater game, and that was a 5-set Coldwater win. Just amazing, the crowd, the noise.
And Ashley Scott gets the kill there. First substitution for Coach Watkins' team freshman C.C. Borchers comes in the ball game. And the serve is picked up by the Cavaliers. They go on the outside, and that ball is hit just long by number 22, Reese Geisey. Geisey, a 5'11 junior. So the two big hitters for Coach Danmeyer's team are seniors.
Nice 2-point run by Rooshie here as well.
Sherman back in service and picked up by the Cavaliers. And that'll be a double hit on setter number 21, Carolyn Westner, a 5'3 freshman. So two freshman setters here for each team, Maya Monin and Carolyn Westner.
There's a lot of pressure to put on that young of a girl. Normally that's a junior or a senior position.
It'll be a free ball for the Raiders here, picked up by Jessica York, set outside to Monin to Scott. Scott finds a back line, and it's a 5-1 Raider lead here early.
So 3 players with a kill already for Rooshie. Here's the replay, set right to center and down the middle, out in the back corner, and point for Rooshie on a 4-point run.
And Coach Aaron Watkins, in his 4th season here at the Raiders, has had a lot of success with this Rooshie program in his tenure.
Score was tied 1-1 prior to number 14, Abby Shutt, taking over the serve.
And Kate Sherman will be back in service for the 5th consecutive time. Raiders looking to get to 500 with a victory today. Lehman sitting at 8-3 and 4-0 in Northwest Central Conference play. Serves up, picked up by the Cavaliers, set by Westner to Lucia. Be picked up by the Raiders. They'll just get this one over here. Picked up by Lehman. The outside to Geisey. And they're going to call the Raiders in the net.
So Geisey with her first kill.
A good call there by the official. Now put Lucia back in service. And she'll have an ace. Dial that one up for Olivia Lucia. Nice diving serve. The Raiders are just going to have to get this one over, and they won't be able to. That's 2 consecutive aces for Olivia Lucia and a 3-point run for Coach Carolyn Danmeyer's squad.
That sinking feeling when you realize you have the teams on the wrong side of your sheet.
I've been there, so don't worry. And this ball be picked up by the Cavaliers, and Reese Geisey.
She has just got a vicious hit. Very hard swing.
Now all of a sudden tied back up at 5-5 here, Matt, after it's just 5-1. Raiders, which seemed just like a moment ago.
The second tie, they was tied at 1-1. So second tie of the match.
Picked up by the Raiders. They'll just have to get this one over. It's a free ball for the Cavaliers. They're going to go in the middle to number 14, Abby Shutt. And Lehman's showing you an array of hitters. They're coming at you from a lot of angles, as you see in our Winter Quality Meets replay here.
And she's just wide when she hit that down. So give the ball back to Rushi.
Correction on that. That was my mistake, thinking it was Lehman's point. Quick set, picked up by the Raiders. And Ashley Scott will go off the block and get the point for the Raiders.
That barely hit the line, but it was in. Here's the replay on that one. Set across court, down off the hand and in.
And sophomore Ava Daniel back in service, playing that defensive specialist role. Probably the best Raiders server. Set to the outside for Borchers, and CC Borchers with a big kill for the Raiders.
Borchers with her first kill.
And we see it again on our Winter Quality Meets replay.
Doing a good job of hitting the big hitters on the outside are both teams.
Daniel back in service again, picked up by the Cavaliers. They'll go to Geisey on the outside, and it will be called long by line judge Missy Monin.
I'm not sure if that one was in or not, but it looked in from our angle, but
we'll have a timeout. We'll head to commercial break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here at Claire C. Devoe Gymnasium, where the Rushi Raiders lead the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers 9-5 here early in the first set. And this production is presented to you by Grand Lake Health. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring us. And there's an ace for Ava Daniel. And for any listeners out there, Ava Daniel has a big volleyball tradition in her family. She had a sister play at Wright State and at Clemson University, so big tradition to uphold there.
another ace, back to back.
Did you see the knuckle on that? That was nice. Fortunate it hit the net for her, kind of helped her out a little bit.
This is the biggest run so far of 6 points.
And Lehman's just going to have to get this one over. Picked up by Kendall Monin to Maya Monin to Ashley Scott. And it was sister to their cousin Ashley there for the point. 12-5 Raider lead on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Second kill for Ashley. She's one of the 3 captains on the team tonight with York and Garrity.
And serves picked up by Lehman. They're just going to get this one over. Free ball for the Raiders. Set outside Maya Monin to Ashley Scott again, and they'll dial her number in. And it finds the back corner right in front of Coach Carolyn Danmeyer.
Takes her to 3 kills.
Raiders are cruising right now. And Ava Daniel serves up again. Picked up. They're going to go outside to Reese Geisey, and that's long. And that's what began that Raider run, was a Reese Geisey hit that just went out just barely, called by the up judge. And it's an 8-point Raider run now, Matt.
Yeah, this has definitely been a shift on the points. Actually, it takes it to 9.
And Lehman will pick it back up. They'll go outside to Geisey. He's set outside Mon, and they're going to call CC Borcher's number, and she'll go wide. Wasn't put in the best position there, and that's where the run will stop for the Raiders.
Yeah, that rally started at a 5-5 tie, and it went all the way up to 14-6.
And number 1, Piper Sharkins will go back in the service for Coach Dan Meyer's squad. And Ashley Scott finds the back line. As we see our replay here, Matt.
Yeah, sent straight up and down, hit it right to where no one was at.
And Ashley Scott was the player of the game here the other week when we did the game against Botkins. Making a case again to get it again. And there's the first service there we've had of the night.
Yeah, the hitting errors that will come back to haunt you. Score now 7-15. Team's chasing 1 point, but the one good thing for Lehman at this point is Scott is on the back line, so don't have to worry about her and her big hits.
Number 12, Megan Carlisle will come into service, a 5'4" sophomore. Ball's picked up by the Raiders. Jessica York will hit it long. And a little bit of a run going here for Lehman now. I haven't called Jessica York's name yet, a big senior hitter for the Raiders. Carlisle back in the service again, picked up by the Raiders. Set outside of Mon into York. York with another hitting error. 15-9 ball game all of a sudden.
Slowly starting to pick up.
Serves picked up by the Raiders. We'll go to CC Borchers, is picked up by Sharkins. Set to the outside for McFarland, picked up by the Raiders. They're just going to get this one over. Free ball for the Cavaliers. They're going to call McFarland's number, and she will hit it right into the net there.
Another point going over to Rushi. Ball was set right behind her a little bit too far, and she was unable to come through it. 9-16 the score.
And Monin serve from the back row just a little long from line judge Al Putoff.
Rushi with only their 4th hitting error in the game. That was a nice serve.
It was a nice serve. I'll go to Kate Sherman on the outside, and she can't quite catch up to it. Hits it in the net. And we're now at 16-11 here on our First National Bank scoreboard. Shutt with the serve, picked up by the Raiders. They'll wrap around to York. And Lucia gets the kill on the back line.
That was a good pickup all the way around. Timeout called.
Timeout by the Raiders. We'll head to commercial break. You're watching girls high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome to this Grand Lake Health production of high school sports here on NKTelco between Rushi and Lehman. You see Lehman just picking up the Raiders' return. Lehman on a bit of a run. Ball go outside to Kate Sherman. She'll find a gap in the defense. We'll go right back to the Raiders. They'll call Jessica York's number, and she gets the dink. Jessica York finding a gap in the defense, a 5-point Raider lead.
Yeah, it killed the 4-point run that was coming at them. It was just a nice little dink shot over top of the defense. Straight to the ground.
Gave her winter quality meets for them replays there. And Maya Monin going into service. Be picked up by the Raiders, rejected by Sherman. The Cavaliers will pick it up, and Sharkins, the libero, goes wide. And now 18-12. And Coach Dan Meyer wants a timeout. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, for without them, we would not be able to present you this game. They are Grand Lake Health, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gym, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, NK Supply Company, Wilson Health, Fowler's TV, Shai Schwederman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Replays, Winners Meats, Player of the Game, NKTelco, and the scoreboard brought to you by First National Bank. Think first.
If you're just joining us, we're in set one. Russia leading Lehman 18-12.
And battle at the net won by Olivia Lucia.
Lucia with her second kill. Ball just popped up in front of the net. She split the defense down. Double hand tap.
McFarland back into service, picked up by Simone Putoff. They'll go to Kate Sherman. She'll be rejected at the net by Lucia. And Olivia Lucia winning back-to-back battles at the net to get the Cavaliers back within 4.
First block for Lehman. Gives them a point. Gets within 4.
York will just have to get this one over, and she luckily caught Megan Carlisle out of position. And there's a point for the Raiders. As you look at the replay, you see Carlisle just out of position there. York is fortunate. She's just hitting to get it over.
York's second kill.
And number 8, Elena Garrity, will come in to serve for the Raiders. She's a pretty good server. That's her specialty. They go outside to Lucia, picked up by Kendall Monin. And they're going to go to Ashley Scott. They'll go back out to Lehman. They're going to go to Geisy, and Geisy will get it through the Raider defense.
Geisy with her 4th kill. 2 kill attempts there for Lehman. They finally get it down on Geisy here on the wing. Ball right out in front of her where it needs to be and down, preventing Russia from hitting that magic 20 number.
Abby Haller will go back into service, 5'5" senior, and she'll hit it right in the net. I believe the first service error for Lehman tonight.
Yeah, first service error for Lehman. Just have a lot of miss hits giving up points.
And CC Borchers will come in for Kendall Mon and the libero, and Kate Sherman back in service. They'll call Geisy's number, but she was set just wide, not able to get to that ball. Point Raiders.
Magic 21 now. Normally it's about 72% of the time. If you hit 20 first, you win the set.
And McFarland from the back row. That ball's going to hit the light. And it'll come down and rattle down for a Lehman point. Lucia back in service, and she got some nosedive on the serve. Just watch this. Or maybe not that one, but the other one she had before were picked up by Lehman. That's going to be a double hit.
If you look at the ball when that's hit, anytime they call that, you can see a certain spin. And the ball with the shape that it is, as far as how they have it pieced together with the colors, you can definitely see it as the ref.
Yeah, it should be set up naturally. You can tell when it hits the palm. So
easy call for the referee.
Ava Daniel into service again. That's who the server was when the Raiders got in on their run, and that'll be an ace for her. And the Raiders inch closer to the magic number 25.
Daniels with her 3rd ace in the game. Definitely the person you want in the serving box.
And Heidi shut. And Lehman will get the ball over. I'll go outside to CC Borchers, and she hits it with her opposite hand. And she'll be credited with the kill, and the Raiders on the cusp of game point.
Borchers with her 2nd kill on the night. Score 24-16 if you're just joining us, period 1.
And Daniel going short. They'll call Geisy's number, and it'll be long, and that's the end of the first set. 25-16 Raiders set 1 victory. We'll head to commercial break and come back to you with the second set. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Welcome back to this NKTelco production brought to you by Grand Lake Health. The Russia Raiders win the first set 25-16 in this battle of the blue and gold here, Matt.
Yeah, and they did exactly what they said what we said they wanted to do. They wanted to get a lead and just stay there, and they did. It was 5-5 was the last tie, and they led the rest of the way out throughout the game for a 25-16 win in set number 1.
Yeah, and the Raiders, really that roll that they had in the middle of the set, it was back and forth, seesawed back and forth when it was 14-5, and Lehman can never really recover from that. So that's something you got to do with your Lehman is limit that run, especially when you're playing against a young team. So,
well, Lehman had one hitting error as far as serve, but on other parts of the court, 10 additional. So getting the ball back across has been a problem for them.
Yep, and you talk about you have a freshman setter in Carolyn Wessner who was doing a lot of the setting early, and she's still on the court to start this second set. So, and the Raiders win set 1, trying to look to win their 4th game in a row. They have won over Botkins, Fairlawn, Houston, trying to add Lehman to that list, another Shelby County school. As we finally get our starting 6 in.
Piper Sharkins had to get back in for Lehman Catholic, so the libero's back on the court.
Maya Monton will begin in service for the Raiders. Picked up by the Cavs, set by Wessner. They'll go out to McFarland, and Lehman ahead first, 1-0.
Rare lead for them. They didn't have the lead at all in the first set. 5-5 was as close as they came.
McFarland back into service. Didn't call her name much in the first set. And there's 4 hits on the Raiders, so now a 2-point lead here for Coach Dan Meyer's squad. Picked up by Scott. Battle at the net. And I'm going to call net interference. It probably would have been 4 hits on the Raiders anyway.
Yeah, that's letting it go early here. This is not what the Raiders want. They need to. They're better off playing from the front. Looking at an 0-3 score. If they score here, I imagine that Russia will be calling a timeout.
Farland with the service picked up by Simone Putoff. Raiders just have to get this one over. Picked up by the Lehman back line. Set Wessner to Lucia. And number 22, Reese Geisel, gets it on the comeback.
5th kill of the 2 sets. Score now 4-0. Lehman in the lead.
You knew Lehman was going to come out with some new fire after that first set. Short serve picked up by Kendall Monin. They'll go to Jessica York, and they're going to call a double hit on setter Maya Monin.
Another lift called on Russia. I believe that's their 6th lift in the 2 sets.
And Jessica York. Yeah, overturn this. We'll see what happened here on our replay. That looked in.
Looked in from here. They called it out.
Overturned it.
We'll scratch that and give it a hitting error, I guess.
Ball picked up by Lehman from Jessica York. They'll get it over. Picked up Kendall Monin. Picked up to Maya Monin. It'll be a free ball here. Lucia be picked up by the Raiders. We'll go Ashley Scott from the back row. She goes in the net. Coach Watkins signaling timeout. We'll head to commercial break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
uncapped, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Back here at Russia High School in Lehman, off to a hot 7-0 start on 6 Raider hitting errors, Matt.
Yeah, Lauren McFarland now on her 7th serve in a row, scores 7-0. 6 straight hitting errors on the other side of the field.
And if you're just joining us, the Raiders won the first set 25-16, and that's a double hit on Maya Manin.
Make it 7. 3 lifts and just 4 missed hits.
The errors are mounting up on the Raiders in a hurry. And there's an ace. 9-0 Lehman Catholic lead.
Second ace for Lehman Catholic today.
And drastically different turn from the first set.
Yeah, absolutely. They had never had the lead in the first set, and here they're just running with it.
There you go, out to Jessica York. And the block would just fall outside the line. And the Raiders finally get on the board here in their 10th try. And Elena Garrity will go back into service for the Russia Raiders.
The score 9-1. If you're just joining us, set 2.
They'll go outside to Geisy, and now the Raiders have a bit of momentum. A 9-2 ball game.
First hitting error for Lehman Catholic in set number 2.
And talk about Coach Danmeyer taking over for longtime head coach Greg Snipes. You know the amount of success he had in his tenure out with the Cavaliers. Well, nice effort by Maya Manin to get it. The Raiders will just have to get it over. It'll be a free ball. They're going to go to Lucia, and she gets it right in front of Elena Garrity. And Lehman in double digits.
Lucia just has a nice swing on the ball. It's just short, quick, and boom. Comes down right at the foul line, and
Haller in service. Picked up Elena Garrity. We go outside. Ashley Scott picked up by Lehman, and it was a lift. Good call there by the up judge.
Second lift now for Lehman, or second miss hit for Lehman.
Number 5, Heidi Schutt coming in the ball game for Lehman, and number 3 coming in, CC Borchers for Russia. And Kate Sherman with the serve, picked up by Lehman, and there's a double hit. They've been the up judge has been hammering on it tonight.
Well, you can clearly see the ball turning, and both these teams are close. Well, they're in their 11th games. This is the 12th games for them, so those errors should be fixed. But like you said in the beginning, it's freshmen doing the setting.
Borchers on the outside, and CC Borchers, nice vertical to get up on that ball and finds the back line. And what was 9-0 a moment ago, it's 10-5, as you see on our Winter Quality Meets replay here. Look at Borchers get up on this ball.
Yeah, she got way up in the air and down.
And Borchers consistently improving on her hitting this year. Ball's blocked by Borchers. It's going to be a third hit. Sherman will just get it over for the Raiders. Set by Wessner. Go to the outside to Geisy, picked up by Maya Manin. And she's not able to catch up to it. That ball about flew up to the crow's nest.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard hit ball by Geisy. Here's the replay. You can just gun down, picked up, and it just straight up.
I thought one of us might have been able to go home with a souvenir, and there's an ace.
Well, this is why I've always said I would not play volleyball with these girls. There are some of them out there who can just scream that ball.
Yeah, number 8, Olivia Lucia, with the ace there. She goes yet again for Elena Garrity, picked up by Kendall Manin. And hit over by the Raiders. Free ball. They'll go outside to Geisy, and Geisy finds a gap in the defense. Maya Manin out of position. And as you see on our Winter Quality Meets replay, she took a little off of that. The set wasn't the greatest.
Quickly, Lehman scores 3.
It's a 13-5 ball game here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard on this Green Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. Set goes to Schutt, and Abby Schutt, the 5'10 senior, gets it down. 14-5 Lehman lead.
Her first kill here of set 2, just nice little tap to where no one's at.
Lucia back into service.
It's an ace.
And the way that ball was turning looked like it was going to go out, so Simone Putoff backed off, and it just fell in. We better be safe than sorry.
That's her third ace as well in 2 sets, tying up with Ava Daniel, number 4 for Russia.
15-5 ball game, largest lead of the game for either team, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Picked up by the Cavaliers. It's picked up by CC Borcher, set to Monin to Scott. Picked up by Lehman, and that's a double hit.
So 4th hitting error on Lehman, nowhere compared to the 7 that we have for Russia currently.
And Ava Daniel back into service.
Such a nice serve.
Picked up by the Raiders, will go outside CC Borchers, and CC Borchers doing a real nice job tonight.
4th kill in 2 sets for her. Yeah, the person you want serving on the Russia team is back there now. This is where they can make a run.
And that's where they did make that run. The first set with Daniel serving will be picked up by Lehman. And Kendall Monin not able to catch up to it. 4 hits, and that'll be the point for Coach Dan Meyer's squad. A 16-7 ball game on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
We give Shutt a kill there for her hit. Another ace, Reese Geisey.
And the way the Raiders were set up there, Kendall Monin did not see that ball coming to her until the last moment, was not able to catch up to it. 17-7 ball game. Drastically different Lehman team that we saw from the first set. They're serving very effectively. And Ashley Scott with the wraparound kill.
Scott with her first kill, and that's something. Kill straight to the ground. We're off the arms, but she had 4 kills in the opening set. That's just her first one here in set 2. Scores 8-17.
Jessica York checks in the ballgame for Coach Watkins' squad. Scott will serve. It'll be picked up by Lehman. They'll go outside McFarland, just outside the grasp of CC Borchers.
McFarland with her first kill of the game.
See it just fall in. An 18-8 lead for Lehman. Looking to improve to 9-3 with if they pull out the victory today here at the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium. Back in service, picked up Kendall Monin, goes outside to Jessica York. And McFarland will hit it right into the net.
5th hitting error for Lehman Catholic in set 2. Comfortable 18-9 lead.
Kendall Monin, the libero, back in service. The 5'2" junior. And the ball is picked up by Lehman. They'll go McFarland in the middle. Rejected by Sherman, picked back up by Lehman. Lucia in the middle, blocked by Jessica York. Give her the termination block.
So York with her first block, second block on the day for the team, but nice job protecting the net, taking it back down to the ground.
She read where it was going. She read the eyes of Olivia Lucia, kind of like a safety and a quarterback right there, but point for the Raiders.
Getting herself in position to help her team.
Lehman just gonna have to get this one over. Tough set. Got over to Kate Sherman.
I don't quite know how she got that, but it unfortunately was touched by number 26, Abby Halter. But she just barely got a finger on that.
The long arms of Kate Sherman was able to even tap that ball somewhat. Ball's hit over by Shutt. The Raiders are just gonna have to get this one over. Picked up by Lehman. They'll be able to go to McFarland. And that is going to be tapped by the Raider front line. It went out, but not before it was touched by the Raiders.
So give Shutt another kill. I'm sorry, Scott.
Russia won the first set 25-16 for anyone just joining us. And ball's picked up by the Raiders. They're gonna go to Kate Sherman, who gets the kill there.
Quickly making her presence known. Score now 12-19. She just hits it right into the player, number 14, Shutt, and she's unable to control it.
And a big 9-0 run the difference here in the second set. So 2 big runs have made the difference here for each team, and there's a clear double hit. It went on the other side to the Raiders anyway. And number 12, Megan Carlisle, will check in the ball game.
Rushi pulling within 6. This is the closest they've been in quite a long time, since 5-10.
And it looked like a couple Lehman players thought that ball went in the net, Matt. It turns into a Raider ace, and Coach Danmeyer wants a timeout. Well, at the commercial, you're watching volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Natalie. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome to this Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports here at Rushi High School. I'm Brandon Coderman along with Matt Everidge. In set 2, the Raiders won the first set 25-16. Lehman went ahead 9-0 early in the second set, Matt, but the Raiders creeping back in.
Yeah, they got 4 straight points going here off the arm of number 5, Monin. See if they can't keep creeping in, closest they've been in the entire set. It's going to be right on the line. Number 22, Reese Geisey with another kill.
And right there, it's exactly what Coach Danmeyer wanted out of the timeout. Set up an offense to try to break up that Raider momentum. You need to even this set up. Serve mishandled by the Raiders. It'll be picked up by the Cavaliers. They're going to go to Reese Geisey, and it is long, goes right in front of Coach Aaron Watkins in his 4th season guiding the Raiders program in alumni of Fairlawn High School.
7 miss hit now by Lehman Catholic in set 2.
And served just long. Good read there by Lauren McFarland.
And that's 8 for Rushi in this set.
And Abby Haller will go back into service, picked up by the Raiders. And it'll be a free ball for Lehman. They'll go to Lucia. And it looked like there should have been a tip there. Coach Danmeyer's one, I believed it was tipped there. It should be Lehman.
It appeared to be touched, but
I don't know if we got a replay on it. And the line judge over on the other side is going to overturn it. It'll be Lehman point. That's a good call. And
unfortunately, we didn't have a replay on that, but that was a nice kill. So bring Geisey up to 5 kills on the touch.
And Raiders go outside to Scott, and she lets it sizzle down the line for a kill.
Ashley Scott quickly up to 7 kills in 2 sets.
Put some thunder on that. And now number 9, Bailey Pullman, going to check in for the Raiders.
22-16 the score, set 2. Lehman looking to tie it up. Just a vicious hit.
And Geisey gets it through the paws of Scott and Pullman. As you see on our Winter Quality Meets replay.
And she comes up and it just comes off the 2 blockers out of bounds, unplayable.
Knuckleball picked up by the Raiders. Over to Scott, back over to Lehman. Set by Carlisle to Geisey. Rejected but out of bounds. And Lehman on the cusp of winning set 2 here. The Raiders won the first set 25-16. If Lehman can get the point there, they'll do likewise. Flip it around here. Picked up by Scott to Monin outside to CC Borchers, and she gets the kill.
And nobody told Borchers the game's over yet. 17-24.
She's piecing together a real nice second set, Matt.
And you got the right person going back, Ava Daniels, to serve.
The Raiders somehow need to rattle off 7 more points in a row. They want to keep this alive. And the ball hit long there by Abby Shutt.
9th miss hit by Lehman in the second set. Had 11 in the first.
Ball picked up by Lehman. Just want to get this one over. Lucia in the net 24-19 all of a sudden.
Another miss hit. Timeout called by Lehman. We'll take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
And he just caught the end of an Ava Daniel ace there for the Raiders. It was 24-16 a moment ago. The Raiders putting together as late as you can a run in volleyball. Trying to rattle off 4 more points if they can tie this up and somehow try to extend this second set. Picked up by the Raiders. They're going to call CC Borcher's number, who's been on fire this second set. Battle at the net won by Ashley Scott. And all of a sudden, it's 24-21. Lehman can't play around anymore, Matt.
No, that's 4 straight kills, and then they, like you said, they have ran off from the 16 all the way to 21 points, 5 straight points.
Lehman just going to have to get this one over by shut. They'll be picked up by the Raiders. They'll be able to get in their offense. They go to Ashley Scott, picked up by Lehman. They're going to go McFarland in the middle, and she'll find the back line, and Lehman, after messing around for a little bit, will take set 2, 25-21. We'll head to commercial break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Lehman Catholic Cavaliers come away with a 25-21 victory here in set 2 on our NKTelco sports presentation, brought to you by Grand Lake Health. And now we're even up at 1 set apiece, Matt, after the Raiders win the first set 25-16 and Lehman takes the second set 25-21.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback there for Lehman to get the the win in set 2. They had a total of 13 kills, and then was assisted by 9 missed hits on the Rushi side, and then a couple of aces in there to clear it up. But yeah, nice overall set, tied 1-1 going into set 3.
Yeah, definitely been a tale of 2 sets. Lehman was up 24-16. Raiders rattled off 5 points there in a row on some nice serving by Ava Daniel and a couple kills by Ashley Scott and CC Borchers to really kind of make that set tighter than it seemed like.
Yeah, Ava's got 4 aces on the night. Should have had 5. They was able to get it back over though, but she just has a nice serve.
And like I said, that volleyball tradition in her family, she had a sister play at Wright State and Clemson, so when that happens, you know, you got some skill in that family.
It definitely gives you a goal to shoot for. You always pick somebody in your family that you normally look up to. I can only imagine that that's where her eyes are set for that.
And we get our substitution. We get our libero in, Kendallman and Ferrucci.
Start of set number 3 here. If you're just joining us, it's tied 1-1 between Lehman Catholic and Rushi. Lehman Catholic with the serve.
McFarland back in the service, picked up by Ashley Scott. Set outside of Maya Monin to Jessica York, and York gets the kill. Haven't called her name much, but Jessica York with a big kill.
That's her 4th kill on the night.
Let me see on our winter quality meets replay. York finds the back line with no one in the vicinity.
First team to score has won the first 2 sets, so
yeah.
See if Russia can hold that.
And it's been early runs in the first set that have really set the precedent for each set.
Nice drop shot by York.
Yeah, and that kind of flabbergasted me for a moment there. I didn't see where that was going.
It went straight down inside the line.
It was in by a pretty clear margin, so the Raiders jump out ahead 2-0 in a blink of an eye. And Lehman get a double hit on Wessner, and the up judge has been hammering her and Maya Monin both on that call tonight.
Yeah, the 2 freshmen having a rough go of it as far as setting, but I've always said that's one of the hardest positions to play on the floor. The only time you get recognition is when you mess up.
Short serve, rejected by the Raiders, but picked back up by Lehman. They'll go to Lucia in the center, and another one. Coach Dammeier does not agree with that.
Well, you could see the spin on the ball if we have a replay of that, and that's a perfect example of the lift. I mean, you can clearly see the ball spin.
Monin back into service, a 4-0 Raider lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Abby Haller will go up for it, not a normal hitter for him, and she'll go long, 5-0 Raider lead. Coach Carolyn Dammeier will go for the timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here at Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium at Russia High School, Matt Everidge and Brandon Coverman giving you the play-by-play here, and the Raiders start on a 5-0 run here.
It's mainly 2 kills by Jessica York, and give that kill to number 22, Reese Geisey, and then 3 hitting errors. They just keep lifting the ball. And the ball sent over, Geisey picks it up and sends it down to the court.
And Geisey giving a little bit of an off-speed on that. Abby Haller with a nice serve. We'll go outside to Kate Sherman, and just, ooh, I thought that was out.
That was in. That was well in.
Man, if we get a replay on that one, that'd be a good one. I thought it was out. You thought it was in. So let's see.
Definitely in by the whole ball.
Ooh.
On the line.
Yep.
Halfway.
Good call. I tell you what, officiating is a very, very hard business.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be one of these parents standing on a corner.
It's tough.
You ain't picking up many friends today.
And Lucia in the center with a hit and kill.
Hey, that's her 4th kill on the day. We've called her more for her ace serving as she goes back to serve, but she just has a wicked nice little hit.
Cavaliers will get the ball back. Shutt in the middle, and that's Abby Shutt with the kill, finding the gap in the defense here.
Shutt now with 6 kills, 3 sets.
Seeing the replay, she gets a little off-speed change-up on that ball and gets it just in front of Ashley Scott. Lucia back in service. Raiders need to pick this one and get Lucia off the serving line fast. And it's a free ball for the Raiders.
And Russia got away with a lift on that ball, on that serve receive.
McFarland comes from the center. It's picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside to Jessica York. And she tried a little bit of a dink of her own, but it goes into the net.
The first miss hit by Russia. She takes the score 4-6 or 6-4. Russia leading. Quickly 4 points into that lead.
And
make it 5.
A big nosedive serve there from Lucia, and yet again another ace for her.
That's 4 aces on the night.
6-5 ball game here in set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. A 25-16 Raider win. The first one as Kate Sherman gets the kill. And 25-21 Lehman in the second set, as we see in our winter quality meets replay. Sherman going in the center, finding the gap.
Yeah, Sherman with 5 kills on the night.
We're gonna have a senior exchange here. Elena Garrity coming in for Jessica York.
So Garrity to serve.
Garrity with the sideways spin serve. They'll call Reese Geisey's number, rejected by Kate Sherman, but picked back up by Lehman. They'll call Geisey's number again, and she goes into the net.
The fourth miss hit. Quickly, score 8-5 if you're just joining us. Big run for Russia to start. 5-0 run.
Elena Garrity with a short serve will fall into the net.
See if Lehman can't put a run together of their own here to take the lead, down by 2.
8-6 ball game here. A very good matchup. Lehman ranked 15th in the state in the coaches poll. And ball's picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside to Ashley Scott, and she'll serve that one right in the net. It's an 8-7 ball game now.
Third miss hit by Russia. Just didn't quite get enough air on the ball. Closest we've been to a tie in a long time in these 3 sets would go all the way back to a 5-5 tie in set 1.
Well, nice serve by Lehman. And Ashley Scott hits a scorcher down past Heidi Schutt.
And Scott says no tie on my watch. 9-7, 2-point lead again for Russia.
And you look at, just goes right down the line and hits the back line for a kill. Kate Sherman back in the service, picked up by Heidi Schutt. They'll go outside to Lauren McFarland. Nice dig by Elena Garrity. Goes outside to CC Borchers, and it's long.
Fourth miss hit for Russia. Hit deep. Back to service number 12, Carlisle.
Megan Carlisle, her serve's picked up by libero Kendall Monin. They'll go out to Ashley Scott. Rejected at the net, but the Raiders will reset it. They'll go out to Simone Putoff. Gets it through the blockers. Back to the Raiders. And Ashley Scott will hit it long, and it's just out by a smidge. And we're tied at 9.
9-9 tie, first time since set 2. Here it is. She just tries to push it back to the corner. Goes a little long.
Set by the Raiders, and the Raiders reclaim the lead. Ashley Scott right in front of some Lehman students.
Second kill, 10th kill overall in the 3 sets.
10-9 ball game here on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard. Brandon Coverman along with Matt Everidge here at the Claire C. Deveau Gymnasium. Ava Daniel back in the service. And Lehman just going to have to get this over, but they miscommunicate. One of our keys to the game, Matt. Miscommunication there on the part of Coach Dan Meyer's squad.
Totally miscommunicated. And a person like Ava Daniels, if you can get her off that service line, you want to get her out.
Picked up by the libero Sharkins. McFarland will come from the middle. Be picked up by the Raiders. They're just going to have to get this one over. Free ball for the Cavaliers. They'll go to Schutt in the middle. Rejected by Scott. And they'll go to the back row. The Raiders will have a free ball. They'll have a wraparound hit for Ashley Scott. A nice design there.
There's a nice little wheel route to the outside. She just comes around, swings, comes up off that left leg.
Ava Daniels serving, absolutely getting the Cavaliers out of position. Ava Daniel.
6 aces, 2 on this service set. Score was tied 9-9 when she came up. Now it's 13-9.
Her and Olivia Lucia's service has really been the biggest differences for their team. Haller to the outside, it's rejected by the defense, falls in. Actually,
saying they touched the net, so
yep.
Miss hit by Russia. Just to be given right back to him by Lehman.
And that was Abby Schutt with the miss serve. As Jessica York checks back in the ballgame for the Raiders. 25-16 Russia, 25-21 Lehman in the second set. Is what brings us here at even at 1 set apiece. Ball's picked up by Lehman. Go outside McFarland, picked up by libero Kendall Monin. Raiders will go outside to CC Borchers, and it's out.
Another miss hit gives the ball back over to Lehman Catholic, down by 3. We was tied 9-9. Nice separation, though, by Russia not to give up the lead in this set.
Lauren McFarland will hit it, picked up by Ava Dana. Will go outside to Jessica York, and she guides it right in the net.
Just like that, within 2.
14-12 ball game. Serves picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside to Jessica York, and again long. Jessica York struggling a bit tonight. Another hitting error.
Only 5 kills, but she has a total of 7 hitting errors.
And just an off night for her. They're going to call Cece Borcher's number this time, and a block by number 22, Reese Geisey.
Yeah, we'll share that with number 8. That's her 3rd block, or her 1st block, I should say, along with Olivia Luca. So give them each half a block there, going up as a wall.
Tied at 14 apiece on our First National Bank scoreboard. And there's a tip right back to the Raiders, back to the Cavaliers. They'll go outside to Geisey. Ball's deflected by the Raiders, back over to Lehman, picked up by the Raiders again. And they'll go to the middle to Jessica York, and York finally sinks it through and gets the kill.
Yeah, well, York's 3rd kill. Sent back up and down. More importantly, though, Russia not giving up the lead. They've given up the tie, but not the lead.
Kendall Monin in the service, picked up Olivia Lucia. They'll go outside to Geisey, picked up by the Raiders. Who they calling? They're calling Kate Sherman, and she is rejected, but the Raiders will reset. Maya Monin, nice play by the freshman to surprise set over.
Yeah, normally a setter, but that's her 3rd kill of the night. Not too often you see setters get that many kills. And back up to a 2-point lead.
A lot of dinking on the part of the Raiders, and Kendall Monin in the service. That ball didn't have much movement, and you could tell it was going to go long there.
Most hitting errors by Russia in a set, up to 10 this set.
Handed Lehman a lot of their points as Haller goes back in the service. Raiders will go outside to Sherman, and Kate Sherman, the freshman, with another kill. Give it to her.
3rd kill of the set, 6th of the game. Back to serve is going to be number 5, Monin. So nice opportunity. If Lehman can get the ball back, the setter will be out of position.
Got to get it over the net first, and there's another error for the Raiders. Have handed Lehman a lot of points. That's something you don't want to do as a young team.
Yeah, it's not something you can afford to do, and especially with who's coming up to hit now is Lucia.
So if you're Raiders, you need to get this one down here. And it's long. And we're not back up at 17 apiece here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard here at Russia High School.
And it looks like it was a touch.
I don't know if they called a tip.
Yeah, they're having a problem with that corner judge. The judge over here is calling a tip. It definitely looked like it was tipped from our side.
Kind of confused here. What's going on? We'll see. They're going to avoid the point to the Raiders.
It was already on the scoreboard.
And let's see our replay here if it gets to us. Oh, sorry about that.
Score now 16-18.
Big turn of events there as Lehman will just get this one over. Ball's picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside to Ashley Scott. And Scott with the kill. Now this is where you're Lehman. You can't let a call affect you like this. As Coach Danmeyer sees that, she's going to call the timeout. We're going to head to break as well. You're watching high school volleyball here on NKTelco Sports.
At your Township District,
that dude needs replaced on the court.
Your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit GrandLakeHealth.org for details on all of our services.
back here at Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium. Lehman just coming off a timeout. The Raiders with a 3-point lead in the third set here. Russia won the first set 25-16. Lehman won the second set 25-21.
Yeah, this is, of all the sports we do and we announce and we call, volleyball is the biggest one that has momentum swings. And timeouts normally can help that. Didn't help there, but score now 16-20. Rushi in the lead.
And a big overturn call there just a little bit ago as helped jumpstart a Raider run. And Lucia serving from the middle, picked up by the Raiders. They're going to go to Scott on the outside. She'll hit a little bit of a changeup, just barely get it over the net. And Ashley Scott with her 14th kill of the night.
And it goes to show you right here, she just gives it a little tap, and you don't have to come down hard all the time with it.
All picked up by Lehman. They'll go to Shutt. Picked up by Maya Monin. Miscommunication on the part of Simone Putoff.
There's all kinds of confusion on that side of the net between the two players.
And there were so many players huddled in an area. And Lehman gets that point. And Reese Geisey back into service. Ball's picked up by Kendallman and set to the outside for Scott. And yeah, I believe they're going to call Scott in the net. Good call there on part of the down judge.
So this is the most errors on Rushi of the 3 sets, up to 13.
Ball goes outside to Scott.
Blocked and out of bounds. I don't know if that hit the player or not. Looked like it hit the tape on the net, but they're going to give the ball to Rushi for a point.
Let's see here on our replay. It looked like it went off the hands of the blockers there on the part of Lehman. Ball just gets over, picked up by Sharkins. As the outside to McFarland, be picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside Cece Borchers, and Cece Borchers having an excellent game. Very efficient when she's been getting the ball set to her tonight.
Yeah, a total of 7 kills for Borchers. Not the big hitter on the team, doing well. Just like that, 14th hitting error. Back to serves number 12, Carlisle. She needs to get a get some in a row here.
And it's long, and they trade missed serves, and Rushi on the cusp of winning set 3 and going up 2-1. 24-19, our first National Bank scoreboard, and look who's coming to serve for the Raiders to try to put this game to bed.
Daniels with 6 aces.
Nice sideways serve. Picked up, going to Haller. She'll just set it back over. Raiders will pick it up. They'll go to Scott in the middle, and Ashley Scott says, let this set belong to Rushi. 25-19. We'll head to commercial break, come back with the 4th set. You're watching Girls High School Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Back here at Claire C. Nouveau Gymnasium, where the Rushi Raiders lead 2-1 after winning the third set 25-19. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight for bringing you this game: Grand Lake Health, American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Munster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwedeman Pharmacy, NK Supply Company, Wilson Health, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. The replay, Winners Meats, Player of the Game, which Matt and I will pick later, is brought to you by NKTelco, and our scoreboard, which reads nothing right now because we're at the beginning of the fourth set, is brought to you always by First National Bank. Think first.
Well, like we said, between the 3 sets, everything started out the same, and it went the same. Team scores first, wins the set, and that's what happened. Russia scored first every time they served. We'll see if they can do that again here.
And senior Jessica York back into service. And there's the double hit that has haunted Carolyn Wessner tonight. The up judge hammering her on that call still, Matt.
Yeah, right out of the bat. That's a just total of 28 miss hits by Lehman in 3 sets. That's just horrible numbers. That's a nice hit.
And Olivia Lucia takes a little speed off that, as you see in the replay. No one in the vicinity for the Raiders can get that.
Yeah, Lucia with her 5th kill. We've said her name a lot, but she's been up 2 blocks and 4 aces, so she's been all around good.
Raiders going the outside to Ashley Scott, picked up by Lehman. And the Raiders just have to get this one over. It'll be a free ball for the Cavs. They go to Lucia again, picked up by Kendall Monin. The Raiders just get it over, but it's long. And Lehman takes a 2-1 lead.
Lucia letting herself be known quickly here. Back-to-back kills, takes the lead. So first time we've had a lead change in any set.
And Lauren McFarland with the ace, and Elena Garrity will come in the ball game.
Normally the team leading's led all the way through, so first time we've had a lead change.
Ball picked up by Elena Garrity. They'll go out to Kate Sherman. She'll try to find a gap in defense. Picked up by Lehman. They'll go to Lucia in the center. Picked up by Kendall Monin, and it'll fall. Miscommunication on the part of the Raiders.
That was such an awkward kill. She was like coming down when she finally got to the ball to hit it. It was like the ball was not there on time.
Ball picked up by Kendall Monin. They'll go to Ashley Scott. Ball is picked up by Lehman. They'll go to Reese Geisey. And it'll fall to kill. Coach Aaron Watkins wanting a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Back here in the fourth set here in action at Clare Senior Gymnasium, where the Russia Raiders lead the Lehman Cavaliers 2-1 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And there's an ace for Lauren McFarland. And
that's her 2nd ace of the game.
And number 1, Jillian Chapman, another freshman, seen her first action of the night coming in for the Raiders. Ball's picked up. It'll go to the outside to Ashley Scott. And the tip over to the other side to Lehman. And this is seeming eerily similar of the second set where Lehman just took total control, Matt.
Yeah, Lehman's almost here with the kill as Geisey, but they've already got as many kills in this set as they had the entire set last time.
Kate Sherman will get the much-needed kill to stop the bleeding at the moment for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice job going into the 2 defenders. The ball goes straight down on the other side of the net. She'll go back to serve.
And miscommunication to setter Carolyn Wessner.
Unreturnable ball for Sherman. She'll get an ace for that.
7-3 ball game here. Lehman trying to force a 5th set. Lehman just going to have to get this one over. And Olivia Lucia hits it wide. She was trying to get a little cute with it, and she just needed to get it over.
Yeah, just a little bit of a hitting error there. Wide by about 6 feet.
Sherman back in the service, and that'll end the 3-point Raider run there. And Lehman up doubling the Raiders right now, 8-4.
First hitting error for Russia in set 4. Finding themselves down 4-8.
The Haller back in service. And she'll trade it right back with the Raiders with a service error of her own. 8-5 Raider lead, and you see who's coming back to the service line for the Raiders. The ultra-reliable Ava Daniel.
Daniel with 6 aces, seeing if she can improve on that here.
Nice serve, picked up by Shutt. Set by Wessner. They go outside to Reese Geisey. Picked up by Daniel. They'll go to the outside to CC Borchers, and it'll just be a free ball for the Raiders. Hit outside to Jillian Chapman, to Ashley Scott, to Maya Monin. And it'll be 4 hits there. Credit the kill to Scott.
Yeah, Scott with the kill, but that was a really nice dig out there by, not quite sure the number, I believe it was number 22, Geisey.
Nice serve by Daniel, picked up by Shutt. It goes in the middle to Lauren McFarland to find a gap in the defense. Can't quite do so. They'll get it to Ashley Scott, who can't win the battle at the net as she hits it long.
And this hit just a little bit wide on the far side.
Raiders wanting a tip. I don't think it quite got there. Scott went to the outside.
Back to serves Lucia.
Picked up
She's been the great counterpart with 4 aces herself.
Lehman will just have to get this one over. It'll be a free ball for the Raiders. They're going to call their Ashley Scott's number, and there's a termination block for number 14, Abby Shutt.
Yeah, Shutt went up. She went up with a wall, had a little bit of a helper, but she got all the ball and took it down.
Nice play by Abby Shutt. Big point, big swing of momentum. Raiders pick it up. They'll go outside to CC Borchers, who will just get it over. Picked up by Lehman. They'll go in the middle to McFarland. Picked up Daniel. Scott soars up. Lehman looking to just get this one over, and Geisey hits it in the net.
If you're just joining us, we're in set number 4. Russia leads 2-1 here in Russia, Ohio.
25, it was 25-16 Raiders, 25-21 Cavs, and 25-19 Raiders in the 3rd set to get us to where we are now at 10-7. Lehman leading the 4th set. Lehman looking to try to force it to a best of 5, 15 in the best of 5. Maya Monin sets it in the middle to Jessica York, and nice dink. York reading the defense and just gets it over.
Yeah, York with her first kill. I really like what's happening out there too with Borchers. I mean, she's not jumping to send it hard to the ground. She's sending it to the back row, and it seems like Lehman's having an issue with that.
Raiders will pick up the ball. They'll go outside to Borchers. CC Borchers can't quite get it. It'll be picked back up by the Cavs. It'll go to Shutt, and Shutt reads the Raider overplay. And puts another point up on the board for the Cavs.
Yeah, Abby Shutt just shoves it here on the replay back to the back row, taking it to an 8-11 score.
Piper Sharkins will go back into service for Coach Dan Meyer's squad. Picked up by the Raiders. Maya Monin gets it over. Picked up by the Cavs, and Wessner tried to have a dink of her own, but she hit it right in the net.
5th miss hit for Lehman in this set 4.
If the Raiders can pull out this set, they'll have a nice 4-set victory, a signature win for them, and go to 500 and extend their win streak to 4 with a big game with Jackson Center coming up on Tuesday. Ball's picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside to Kate Sherman. Kate Sherman finds the gap in the defense. 11-10 ball game all of a sudden.
Yeah, nice job by her, just overextending to get the ball down. Sherman with her 2nd kill in this set, 8th overall.
Kendall Monin with the serve. Good looking sideways spin serve. Try to tip it, but it'll go back side of the Raiders. Jessica York trying to do a little wraparound, and Jessica York with a hitting error.
Yeah, they did that successfully in the last set, just unfortunate not able to get it up high enough. Take the score back to 12-10. Russia down by 2.
Ball picked up by Scott. He's set outside by Carlisle. And the Raiders miscommunication. Kendall Monin was trying to get it to setter Maya Monin. And Ava Daniel thought that Maimon had. That should be the setter's ball. A little miscommunication by the Raiders.
Exactly, but give McFarland her first kill since set 2.
There goes the outside to Sherman. A nice ball picked up by the Cavs. There's going to be a battle at the net, picked up by Lehman. Haller with the set. Outside to McFarland, picked up by the Raiders. Another battle at the net. They're going to go to Sherman, but there's going to be a double hit.
Double hit called on Russia. 4th foul, or 4th missed hit in this set.
14-10 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Here come the Cavaliers. With the serve, picked up by the Raiders. They'll go to Jessica York. York gets the kill. She fooled him with the off speed and fooled Piper Sharkins there.
York, nice job getting it set out. Gives her a total of 8 kills, 4 sets.
Simone Putoff checks in the ball game for Ava Daniel. Monin back in the service set. In the middle there, rejected, and there's a termination block for Kate Sherman.
Second block for Sherman in the game. She's having a nice, well-rounded game as well. But went up, brought it down. 1 ace, 2 blocks. Total of 8 kills for her.
Piecing together a nice overall game. And the Raiders pick up on it. York, a little change up here, will be picked up by the Cavaliers. They'll go out to McFarland. And the Raiders will just be able to get this one over. Lane will be able to set up their attack. They'll go outside to McFarland and gets it right by Ashley Scott.
McFarland, last 2 kills is for McFarland. Got it right past the swinging arms of number 10, Scott, unable to stop it.
Gonna put Abby Shutt back in the service for Coach Carolyn Danmeyer's squad. Shutt, service picked up by Scott. Go outside to Maya Mon, and could have been a double hit, but Jessica York gets the kill.
Yeah, after you have as many called as we've had, here the kill is on the outside. On the replay, you tend to see it as soon as it happens. I mean, it's
the way the ball came up. You talked about it earlier, Matt. I thought it was going to get called there immediately. Jillian Chapman in the serve for the Raiders. McFarland just going to get this one over. But the Raiders, that's going to be 4 hits. They're caught out of position.
So 5th hitting error. Score now 13-16.
McFarland in the serve, picked up by Chapman. Raiders will go outside to Simone Putoff. She'll try to just get this one over, and it'll find the net. 17-13 ball game. Coach Aaron Watkins will take a timeout. We're going to head to commercial break. You're watching Girls High School Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here at the Claire C. Devoe Gymnasium, where Rushi's up ahead 2-1. Lehman trying to force that 1st to 15 5th set here, Matt. And it's been kind of back and forth here this 4th set, even though Lehman's got a 4-point lead.
Yeah, it's the second biggest lead of the set. So see if they can continue on it here.
Ashley Scott with the kill attempt will just go long. Called by the backline judge there.
I'm not sure that went out. Did it? I didn't have that good of an eye on it, but it looked like it was going in.
I didn't have a great
ball sent across. Yeah, it went wide. Good call.
Yeah, Maya Manin was caught out of position. She kind of had to dink it over. She'll be credited with the kill there. And CC Borchers will come back in the ballgame for libero Kendall Manin. Kate Sherman in the service will be picked up by Lehman. They'll go to Lucia, and Lucia will find the back line. Point for the Cavs.
14-19 now is the score. It was tipped too, so if it would have went long, they would have been good. Everything that Rushi's thrown at Lehman. They've come back the following set to give it back to them, so this could be an interesting 5-set match.
We go to Scott in the middle, and she'll be able to get the kill. Ashley Scott, one of the leaders in kills in all the Shelby County Athletic League, adding to her total.
Yeah, 15 total in 4 sets so far. Going back to serve now is going to be Daniel.
So this is where, if you're Coach Watkins, you can really get that run if you're the Raiders. She's been your go-to server. And the Lehman's just going to have to get this one over. It'll be picked up by the Raiders. They're going to call Ashley Scott's number. She'll take a bit off it and get right through the hands of Olivia Lucia.
Just a smart little play. Just going to tap it right over top of both defenders. Comes down in between 3.
And the board here at Russia has Ashley Scott with 18 kills tonight. She's really taken over this Raider offense. And yet again, they're going to call her number again. Rejected at the net. They're going to reset, and they're going to go for CC Borchers. And CC Borchers benefited off the disguise there from Ashley Scott, and CC Borchers piecing together a nice game tonight.
Yeah, Borchers with her first kill of the set. I got her written down for having a total of 7.
And as a 19-17 ball game here at the Clare. And
that's a 3-point drive here now for Russia.
And the Raiders look very good against a quality opponent. Like I said, they've really wanted, they haven't had much of a, what they call a signature win this year. This is a quality Lehman opponent for a very young squad. They got a big game against Jackson Center on Tuesday and another big game against Anna on Thursday. So a big, some big games in Shelby County play for the Raiders.
Yeah, out of all the players, 9 of them are underclassmen, so knowing you're playing against a senior, junior-led team, that's nice morale boost.
CC Borchers will just get this one over for the Raiders. Lehman going to go with Lucia, but Lucia hits it into the net. And it's back to a 1-point game as you see our winner quality meets replay.
Yeah, this is the closest it's been since it was 2-1.
Ava Daniel with the serve, picked up by Shutt. And there's a double hit. Good call there on number 12, Megan Carlisle. They've switched setters.
Yeah, here's the replay, and you can
Good
see
call.
the rotation of the ball. It's just spinning.
It was called a little late. I thought, I bet you probably saw it. I saw it as well. We have a really good view up here. And we're knotted up here. Who's going to take the lead? Reese Geisey says Lehman's going to take the lead, and it's 20-19.
Nice hit by Geisey. Given momentum when it's needed. Score quickly, 19-20. So they've given up the tie, but they haven't given up the lead, has Lehman.
Lucia, Lehman's best server so far, back in the service and finds a nice crease in the defense. Jillian Chapman not able to catch up to that ball. 21-19, Lehman trying to force that ultra important 5th set.
Yeah, Lehman and Rushi's done a nice job of having their 2 big hitters as far as servers go follow one another. So once you get to see Daniel, next up is Lucia.
Raiders just gonna have to get this one over. They mishandled the serve. They'll go outside to Geisey, and that ball is not able to be caught up to by Kendall Monin. 22-19. If you're Coach Watkins' squad, you have to stop the bleeding now.
Yeah, I think if you don't get the ball here, a timeout is going to be required.
And
give it to him.
Kendall Monin out of position there. Just didn't catch up to that ball very well, and it's 23-19.
If you go home and your parents ask you how was your game, 6 aces, 2 blocks, 8 kills, I think it's a pretty good game.
Battle at the net, and Abby Shutt throws it away. And a 5-point Lehman run. And Lehman on the cusp of forcing a 5th game. Ball's picked up by the Raiders. They're going to go to Ashley Scott, and it'll be long. And we're going to head to a 5th game, 25-19 Lehman win. We're going to head to commercial break and come back with the first of 15 5th set. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Back here for the winner-take-all fifth set here. Raiders had taken the odd sets in 1 and 3, and Lehman taking the even sets in 2 and 4 here, Matt.
Yeah, both teams done a really good job of cleaning up their hitting. Each of them only had 5 or 6 hitting errors. But other than that, you look at the tail of the tape, and it is just, it's like two opposite teams are playing one another, just depending on what set you're in. One's real hot, then they go real cold.
And a good battle here for each team. The Raiders trying to extend their win streak to 4 and get to 500 at 6 and 6.
Like I said, this could be a huge win for Russia if they can pull this off.
Yeah, with a very, very young team. You're seeing a couple freshmen on the floor.
But if nothing else, if you're a Russia fan, knowing you have that much young talent here, lets you know the next couple years might be a nice little run for you.
Yeah, some good talent in the junior high, and a coach that's working them hard, and Aaron Watkins for sure. And Coach Carolyn Danmeyer is coming into a place like Lehman where volleyball, success breeds success. There are a couple state titles under Greg Snipes, a new era. She's got a nice team that could definitely make a regional run and can definitely be talking of being a Southwest District champion. You talk with all the MAC schools. There's Laramie and Jackson Center and Russia as well. So this could be a possible postseason rematch. So. And maybe a district final or a regional. So
Laramie's always tough on their women's sports programs. I think between them and Minster, it's just amazing what the coaches have done in this area with all the talent.
Ava Daniel back into service for the Raiders. Lehman's just going to have to get this one over with shut, and she hits it right in the net, and the Raiders draw first blood here in the 5th set.
And a smart move by both coaches on who they got serving and starting.
Yeah, Daniel didn't even start the game for the Raiders, but Coach Watkins recognized how effective her serving's been. This will be a good look at a kill for Lehman, but it's picked up by the Raiders. They'll go outside CC Borchers, and Lucia battle at the net, 1. And we're knotted up even at 1 apiece. Nice effort by Lehman to get that ball. It was Lauren McFarland. It was a good kill attempt there by CC Borchers, but McFarland goes all out and we're tied at 1 apiece. And there's an ace for Lauren McFarland. Miscommunication on the Raider back line.
Yeah, you don't want to give up easy points like that, especially in a 15-point set.
First of 15, still win by 2. Picked up by the Raiders. They're just going to have to get this one over, and it's a double hit on Ava Daniels' part. A 3-1 ball game.
So many players that are doing just phenomenal work out here. That's the 4th ace by McFarland, just unable to handle it.
Raiders just going to get this one over. Raiders are going to be able to get it to Ashley Scott. She goes through the double block and gets the much-needed point for the Raiders to stop a 3-point Lehman run, as we see on our Winter Quality Meets replay.
Yeah, Scott with the kill in between the two players takes the score 3-2. Can't afford to fall down by 2 points in a match like this.
Go outside, Reese Geisey picked up by the Raiders. And it's a double hit on Maya Monin. She tried to go to CC Borchers, but was caught out of position, and it helped cause the double lift, or the double hit.
I mean, I know it's not any consolation, but a year from now, this experience she's getting here is just going to be invaluable. But right now, it just hurts to see those kinds of penalties.
And there's another hitting error for Jessica York. The ball's going to go long. Coach Aaron Watkins calling a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
We use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Just caught the serve there by Lehman here in the 5th set, and Jessica York with a enormous booming kill there for the Raiders. A 5-3 ball game now here in the 5th set.
Yeah, first kill for York in this set. Nice all-around player, total of 10 kills.
Libero Kendall Monin will go back into service. They're going to need her to get hot here. There's a serve. And Lucia gets picked up by the Raiders, and Maya Monin miscommunicates with her hitter Jessica York, and that will result in a Cavalier point. 6-3 Lehman lead.
You know, the one foul we haven't called a lot is in the net. The teams have been doing a great job of staying off the net.
They'll go outside Kate Sherman. She'll try to put it away. It'll be no avail. Picked up by Lehman. They're just going to have to get this one over. They picked up by Maya Monin. The Raiders just going to have to get this one over. They're going to go outside to Geisy, and Geisy hits it right in the net. 6-4 ball game.
Second hitting error. Rushi looking to cut into that lead.
Simone Putoff going to come in for Ava Daniel to play the front row. Battle of the blue and gold. Knuckleball serve results in an ace for Maya Monin.
Monin with her second ace on the game. Total of 9 aces by Rushi today.
6-5 ball game here. Important point here for both teams. Ball gets set outside to Geisy. Gets through the double block, and there's a point for the Cavaliers and Coach Dan Meyer's squad.
Yeah, Geisy with a nice choice there, just to tap it over, split the defenders, let it hit the ground.
Read the Raider overplay, and it's a 7-5 ball game here in the 5th set, 1st to 15.
Teams just keep exchanging 1 point at a time. That's to the advantage of Lehman at this point.
York's hit gets picked up by the Cavs. They're going to go outside McFarland, picked up by the Raiders. They're going to go to freshman Kate Sherman, and they'll be picked up by Lehman. Who are they going to go to? They'll go to Lucia. Lucia gets through the block attempt of York. Big swing there. A 3-point lead for Lehman.
Lucia 3 kills this set alone. So she has been miss everything. 1 ace and 3 kills so far in this set.
You're going to call on your big hitters a lot more in the 5th set because you know you've got to get points now. And for the Raiders, they got Ashley Scott in the back row. So they're going to need York to step up for them, and Sherman, and the Raiders are just going to have to get this ball over. It'll be set in a double hit. They're called on number 12, Megan Carlisle. And now Jessica York, who hasn't served much this game, will go back into service. Will be picked up by Lehman. They're going to go outside to Lauren McFarland, and it's a 9-6 lead still for Lehman.
Yeah, McFarland shooting the kill right off the tape in between the two players. Score now 9-6, set number 5.
Megan Carlisle back in the service. Ball's picked up Kendall Monin. They'll go outside to Ashley Scott. Scott right into the net. And that's an unfortunate turn of events for the Raiders. Instead of a 2-point deficit, we're looking at a 4-point deficit, and it's a 10-6 ball game. Coach Watkins wanting another timeout. We'll keep it here. And the Raiders
down by 4. I mean, it's a lot to overcome. Normally you want to stay within a point or 2 points at the most in a set like this. So they're a little bit in the wind right now. Hopefully this timeout will give them the momentum they need.
Now you got to run off a lot of points here in such a little amount of time. You got to play clean here. You got to play perfect.
I mean, for us, we're pretty unbiased when it comes. I mean, I know Russia is your hometown, but still, 2 teams that we do support as a company, and just nice to see the stiff competition out here.
Yeah, it's great to see call great games like this. And this Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports here at Russia High School. And there's potentially going to be an ace. Jillian Chapman just gets it, saves it for the Raiders. But Abby Shutt will get the kill.
Your reward for all that great hitting here, bringing it back over, is to have Abby Shutt just say thanks, but no thanks.
And she shuts the door there.
No pun intended.
And the ball's picked up by Chapman of the Raiders. They'll go outside to Kate Sherman. Termination block, and everything's going Lehman's way.
McFarland with her first block of the game. Couldn't come at a brighter time. Coach Watkins all over his team, trying to get them motivated. They're doubled up now, 6-12.
Ball's picked up. The Raiders service seats struggled a little bit. And Lehman just going to have to get this one over themselves. Just sneaks past the net. They're going to go outside to Ashley Scott.
Sharkins put everything she had into that to get it back over.
It looked like it was in the net there. Battle.
That's in the net. That's going to be the ball over to Lehman. Unfortunately, number 11 went all the way under Simone Putoff.
And Lehman 2 points away from coming from behind from a 2-1 deficit to win the ball game. And they're going to call Scott's number, picked up by Lehman. And battle at the net, won by Simone Putoff.
So Putoff with her first kill of the game, trying to make up for her error, goes down to the floor. Score 7-13.
And it's a 13-7 ball game, as Matt just said. And Raiders got to rattle off a lot of points here if they want to come back and win. Kate Sherman with the serve, and it's mishandled by Lauren McFarland. Credit the ace to freshman Kate Sherman.
Second ace for her tonight.
Sherman back in the service. Handled by Lehman. And Ashley Scott will get the termination block. Raiders showing a little bit of life now.
Scott with her first block. And timeout called on the floor.
Coach Dan Meyer says enough of this, and she'll call a timeout here. We'll keep it here still. 13-9 here on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Brandon Coburn along with Matt Everidge on this presentation of NKTelco Sports, brought to you by Grand Lake Health.
Yeah, the quick 2-point run there for Russia. See if they can continue this. Down by 4 though, with only 2 points to go for the win for Lehman. That's kind of makes it rough.
Yeah, it really does. And got to see if the Raiders can keep up this momentum.
It's a lot to ask.
Yeah, it is a lot to ask.
But see how the young team can pull it together here.
Kate Sherman with the serve, picked up by Lehman. They go out to Lucia, picked up by Jillian Chapman. Battle at the net. Who's going to win it? Abby Shutt wins it.
Match point.
I'll put us at match point here. Shutt from the back row, picked up by the Raiders. We go out to Ashley Scott. Scott will hit the top, picked up by Lehman. Battle at the net, and Lehman wins it in 5 sets. We'll head to commercial break, get the wrap-up and final stats. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Back here at Russia High School, where the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers defeat the Russia Raiders in 5 sets. And they win the 5th set 15-9. Here with the final stats, Matt Everidge.
All right, on the final stats, going head-to-head between the two teams, very evenly matched. Hitting errors, 36 for the Cavaliers, 37 for the Raiders. Kills, 54 for the Cavaliers to 48 for the Raiders. Blocks, 5 for the Cavaliers, 4 for the Raiders. And aces, 12 of them for the Cavaliers, 10 for the Raiders. Nice serving by both teams.
Yeah, and really a big difference of the game tonight was our player of the game, Olivia Lucia, Matt, and she really made a difference.
Yeah, Lucia had a great game. She had 11 kills, 2 blocks, and 7 assists, 7 aces all by herself. Just all-around good game. Not much more you could ask for the senior.
And Lehman advances to 9-3 on the season, and the Russia Raiders fall to 5-7 and will play against Jackson Center on Tuesday here at home. So that's the end of our Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. We'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Ian Bullheimer. On camera, Taylor Wisman. For Matt Everidge, I'm Brandon Koverman. For a final time, Lehman defeats Russia in 5 sets. And thank you for everyone joining us, and good night.